Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your Postgame Talk. Kansas State wins 84-74. They really needed a win. If you've been following along, they've needed a win for a while. I think it's 2 wins in the last 8. They put themselves in a really difficult position to make the NCAA tournament. They just haven't protected their home court well enough, and in turn haven't won on the road enough. They're down 1. They've lost twice at home and once on the road they've won. So they need to find another win on the road if they want to get to 500. That's the simple truth of it. They have kind of run out of rope now. It's now or never, unless they're somehow going to go to Kansas City and win all 5 games that they would have to play in Kansas City, maybe 4. But they didn't just need a win to mark it up in the victory column. They needed to feel better. They needed to play better. They needed to solve some problems, because after all, it's been easy to see why they're not winning. So many self-inflicted wounds along the way just has made it impossible to win games. Too many turnovers, bad possessions, defensive breakdowns at key points. But this game solved a lot of that, or showed that they can make progress. They only had 13 turnovers, and I don't know how long they went to end the game without a turnover, despite pressure from BYU that covered the full court. But really, the key here was Arthur Kaluma took over. 28 points, 10 rebounds, was incredibly efficient when he did shoot the ball. And K-State turned out to be the better 3-point shooting team. And BYU is really good from 3, and they weren't. And K-State came out hitting shots, including Tyler Perry, who hit 4 3-pointers in this game on 7 tries. Kansas State was, I think, 7 or 15 from 3. I mean, that's how efficient they were in this game. They cut down turnovers, they made shots, and they didn't have really many bad possessions. They had a few, but far less than normal. And the guy I kind of want to mention, though, is Day-Day Ames. I felt like Day-Day came in, he's been starting, but I thought he played a really, really good first half of basketball for Kansas State. And let's see, Day-Day ended up with only 3 points, hit a 3-pointer in 23 minutes, but he had 3 assists and 4 rebounds with 2 turnovers. I thought Day-Day, he kind of gave him a spark. He's a creator more than Tyler Perry is, and it allows Tyler to come off screens and go shoot a 3. And Coach Stang talked about that, the importance of shooting catch and shoot 3s instead of trying to dribble around and go shoot a 3 where you're not in rhythm. Tyler Perry's a catch and shoot guy, and they've got to start using him that way, and this game proved that that was a good move. I think Day-Day is going to get immensely better. He didn't play a lot down the stretch, but K-State kind of went to more of a veteran lineup as BYU started doing a bunch of different stuff to try to confuse K-State. They went to zone, they started pressing, they started trapping, and the Wildcats handled it. They really did. It didn't look good, but they didn't turn the ball over. They got to the line and made a lot of those free throws. This was a much-needed performance, again, not just because it was a victory, but because it showed that they're capable of cleaning up some of these issues. Because honestly, I had come to the conclusion that this was a 16 turnover team on most nights, and that makes it almost impossible to win in this conference. I cut it down to 13, and they just were so much more efficient. BYU never led, and the game was tied for less than 90 seconds. So K-State pretty much led this game wire to wire. And now they get to have a day of preparation for a Monday night game at 6 right here against West Virginia. Got to defend that home court. And if they do that, then we can talk about maybe winning at Cincinnati in the following Saturday and stealing back that extra road win that they need to get to 500. We'll see. Great performance by K-State. Efficient, disciplined performance. And I take away more joy from that than just the victory, because seeing them play this way was refreshing and honestly unexpected.